What a great night. I love you, too. I love, so much love. All right, let's make a competition out of it. But what a night, what a week. Welcome to another edition of Who Pulled Their Dick Out This Week? It's so ironic. Trump is in China because here in America, this is clearly the year of the dog. Let's start just in the political realm. Judge Roy Moore, you following this? He's the Republican up for, probably going to be the senator from Alabama. Okay. Turns out when he was in his 30s and a district attorney, he got with a 14-year-old, this is the allegation, but there's a lot of people backing it up, had an inappropriate relations with 3 other teenage girls. I mean, inappropriate for our state. Or other states. But anyway, so top Republicans are now speaking out against the women. No, really, Sean Hannity had to apologize for saying it was consensual and then had to explain to the other guys at Fox News what consensual means. Alabama Republican State Representative Ed Henry said that he wants to prosecute the women. He said, you can't be a victim 40 years later. Roy Moore himself says this is all just fake news, liberal media bullshit. Of course, he said that wearing a raincoat standing in front of Forever 21. That may influence... No. He's fundraising off of this. People are sending him money. That's like hearing about disaster relief on TV and sending money to the hurricane. But nothing beats the defense put up by Alabama State Auditor Jim Zeigler. You heard this is the guy who said, quote, he said, take Joseph and Mary. Mary was a teenager. Joseph was an adult carpenter, and they became parents of Jesus. That's what he said. I mean, using Jesus to justify child molestation, even the Catholics went, tried it, doesn't work. Also, it's been a while since I've been in catechism, but to my recollection, slight difference. Joseph and Mary didn't fuck. Isn't that the whole point of that story, I recall, was that that never happened? Okay. No, this Jim Zeigler, he also said, it's just a little bit unusual. He said there's nothing immoral or illegal here. It's not like they're lesbians and they got to... I fucked that joke up. It was supposed to be... It's not like he baked lesbians a wedding cake. Anyway, yeah, okay, well, thank you. But, you know, I have to say, I got to defend my tribe here a little bit, liberals versus conservatives, because certainly sexual harassment is absolutely the one thing we see now is totally, truly bipartisan, maybe the last thing that is. But no liberal defended Harvey Weinstein or Kevin Spacey, who might be going to jail. Anthony Weiner is in jail. Louis C.K., we hear this week, did horrific things. Compare that to Trump and Roy Moore. We arrest our alleged rapists. They elect them. There's a pig in the White House. He was in Japan this week, and they took him to a sushi place, and they asked if he would like some yellowtail, and he said, sure, what's her name? I mean, he's a pig. He's a pig. Oh, yeah. Have you been following his trip? Then he went to China. I don't know if the Chinese manipulate their currency, but they know how to manipulate Donald Trump. I mean, they told him that Obama just got a state visit, but he got a state visit plus. I'm not kidding. You know, with the continental breakfast, the state visit plus. Nobody knows what that even means, but it completely fooled Trump. And he was just putty in their hand. He's not the best negotiator in America. He's the easiest mark on the used car lot. He left China. He left China with nothing. When he was running, it was all about how the Chinese are raping us and cheating us, and the trade deficit was a scandal we couldn't live with. Listen, you motherfuckers. He said that to them once in his speech. Listen, you motherfuckers. After a little ass kissing, it was, what's up, motherfuckers? Oh. But, hey, let's not bury the lead. I feel better this week than I have in a full year. Democrats finally won some elections. Yeah. The resistance showed up at the polls. New Jersey governorship, Virginia governorships. What happened was Republicans tried a new strategy called Trumpism without Trump. And it backfired horribly. Apparently, Trumpism doesn't do well without Trump. With the Republican base, when you say fuck Mexicans, you have to mean it. Don't phone in your racism. That was their message. And this wasn't just in Virginia that they won in New Jersey. Seattle elected the first lesbian mayor. A Latina single mom is the mayor in Topeka, Kansas. A refugee from Liberia is the mayor in Helena, Montana. The Virginia state legislature could fall. Washington state legislature. And this is all being chalked up to a radical new Democratic strategy called actually voting. Yeah. You know, some of the races played out like liberal revenge fantasy. I mean, a shill for the NRA was beaten by the boyfriend of a shooting victim. The Republican in Virginia who wrote the anti-trans bathroom bill was beaten by a trans woman. He tried to tell her where to go to the bathroom, and she said, actually, I think I'll be using your office. Yes. Yes, just like with her gender reassignment surgery, she made sure America has one less dick. Okay.